శాంతాకారం భుజగశయనం పద్మనాభం సురేశం విశ్వాకారం గగనసదృశం మేఘవర్ణం శుభాంగం లక్ష్మీకాంతం కమలనయనం యోగిహృద్ధ్యానగమ్యం వందే విష్ణుం భవభయహరం సర్వలోకైకనాథం. Dear Bhagavad Bandhus, we are welcoming you all for today's live streaming from our Setu Tirtha Kshetram, Bridgewater, Sri Venkateswara Temple, New Jersey. We are starting with Sri Satyanarayana Swamy Puja right now. Please all of you keep watching and seek blessings from Sri Rama Sahita Veera Venkata Satyanarayana Swamy. Thank you and God bless you. पूर्वोक्त संकल्प विशिष्टायामस्यां सुभतिथौ कौशिकगोत्रोद्भवस्य विजय शंकर धनिष्ठा नक्षत्रजातस्य विजय ज्योति कृत्तिका नक्षत्रजातस्य अभिनव स्वाति नक्षत्रजातस्य श्राव्याश्विनी नक्षत्रजातस्य सह कुटुंबानां कश्यप गोत्रोद्भवस्य समित पटेल हंसा पटेल शेफाली पटेल अनिल पटेल नामधेयस्य सह कुटुंबानां गोत्रोद्भवस्य विश्वामित्र गोत्रोद्भवस्य जानकी पूर्वाषाढ़ा नक्षत्रजातस्य उषा केटे नक्षत्रजातस्य सुधा पूर्वाषाढ़ा नक्षत्रजातस्य शरत्सतय नक्षत्रजातस्य रवि स्वाति नक्षत्रजातस्य शालिनी केटे नक्षत्रजातस्य संजीवनिका मिश्रा नामधेयस्य सह कुटुंबानां भारद्वाज गोत्रोद्भवस्य उमालक्ष्मी सुब्बाराव नरसिंह नामधेयस्य सह कुटुंबानां विश्वामित्र गोत्रोद्भवस्य जयरामन चित्ता नक्षत्रजातस्य सिंजुलक्ष्मी भरणी नक्षत्रजातस्य वेंकटेश पुराण नक्षत्रजातस्य राजेश्वरी पुनः पूज नक्षत्रजातस्य श्रुति स्वाति नक्षत्रजातस्य पूजा पुनः पूज नक्षत्रजातस्य रिया इल्य नक्षत्रजातस्य सह कुटुंबानां शिवगोत्रोद्भवस्य सुभाषिणी मंजुला पूर्वा भाद्रा नक्षत्रजातस्य कौसल्या कृत्तिका नक्षत्रजातस्य श्रीकांत मूला नक्षत्रजातस्य शंकरहस्ता नक्षत्रजातस्य श्रीधर उत्तर फल्गुनी नक्षत्रजातस्य श्रेयस्कर उत्तराषाढ़ा नक्षत्रजातस्य हेमावती नामधेयस्य पांडुरंगभूषणराव चित्ता नक्षत्रजातस्य मंथनि जनार्दन मूला नक्षत्रजातस्य सह कुटुंबानां बांधवानां क्षेमस्थैर्यधैर्यवीर्यविजयभयारोग्य ऐश्वर्य धनधान्य पुत्रपौत्राभिवृद्ध्यर्थं मनोवांछाफलसिद्ध्यर्थं ये ये व्यवहाराः व्यापाराः अत्यन्तानुकूल्यता फलप्रसादसिद्ध्यर्थं श्रीरमा सहित वीर वेंकट सत्यनारायण व्रत पूजांच अद्याचार्य श्रीहस्तेन कारयिष्ये.
ओम अयं मुहूर्तः सुमुहूर्त अस्तु. ओम नमः सदसे नमः सदस्पतये नमः सखीनां पुरोगाणां चक्षुषे नमो दिवे नमः पृथिव्यै सप्रदशभां मे गोपाय एजसभ्याः सभासदः तानिन्द्रियावतः कुरु सर्वमायुरुपासतां सर्वेभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यः श्रीवैष्णवेभ्यो महाभागवतेभ्यो नमः. इति नमस्कारं कुर्यात्. All of you do नमस्कारं. इति नमस्कारं कुर्यात्. ओम प्लीज रिपीट द श्लोकम. शुक्लां वरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्न वदनं ध्यायेत् सर्व विघ्नोपशान्तये. सर्व मंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते. ओम श्री लक्ष्मी नारायणाभ्यां नमः. ओम उमा महेश्वराभ्यां नमः. ओम वाणी हिरण्यगर्भाभ्यां नमः. ओम शची पुरंदराभ्यां नमः. ओम अरुंधति वसिष्ठाभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री सीतारामाभ्यां नमः। सर्वेभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो महाजनेभ्यो नमो नमः इति नमस्कारं कुर्यात्। ओम अशेषे वर्षद्भवत्पादमूले मया समर्पिता इमां सौवर्णीं दक्षिणां यत्किञ्चिदविधौ दक्षिणां स्वीकृत्य अत्र भविष्याणां एतेषां भगवद्भागवताचार्याणां सन्निधौ विज्ञापनं मया क्रियते। क्रियमाणं विज्ञापनम् अवधानेन श्रूयताम्। अस्य श्री भगवतो देवदेवोत्तमस्य श्रीमदखिलाण्डकोटि ब्रह्माण्डनायकस्य देवदेवस्य जगत्कुटुम्बिनः जगद्रक्षणार्थमवतीर्णस्य श्री भूनीला समेत श्री वेंकटेश्वर स्वामिनः कृपया संकल्पिता एवं श्री रमा सहित सत्यनारायण स्वामिनः कृपया सत्यनारायण व्रत आराधन कर्मणः ओम ओम नमः सदसे नमः सदस्पतये नमः सखीनां पुरोगाणां चक्षुषे नमो दिवे नमः पृथिव्यै सप्रतसभां मे गोपायाय सभ्या सभासदः तानिन्द्रियावतः कुरु सर्वमायुर्पासदां सर्वेभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यः श्रीवैष्णवेभ्यो महाभागवतेभ्यो नमः इति नमस्कारं कुर्यात्। आचम्या आदौ यजमानस्य हस्तं प्रक्षाल्य। All of you take the water, wash your hands. Now all of you take 3 times water. All of you repeat. Om Achyutaya Namaha. Om Anantaya Namaha. Om Govindaya Namaha. Again wash your hands. All of you do namaskaram and repeat. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Om Govindaya Namaha. Om Vishnave Namaha. Om Madhusudanaya Namaha. Om Trivikramaya Namaha. Om Vamanaya Namaha. Om Sridharaya Namaha. Om Rishikeshaya Namaha. Om Padmanabhaya Namaha. Om Damodaraya Namaha. All of you take some akshatas. Please repeat. पृथिव्याः मेरोः पृष्ठऋषिः कूर्मो देवता सुतलं छन्दः आसने विनियोगः अनन्तासनाय नमः। प्रणवस्य परब्रह्म ऋषिः परमात्मा देवता दैवी गायत्री छन्दः प्राणायामी विनियोगः। All of you do smell and throw your back akshatas. All of you do pranayamam. Om bhuh om bhuvah om suvah om mahah. Chodayatu. All of you take some akshatas. Repeat the sankalpam. Om Shri Govinda 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 Asya Shri Mahavishnoho Agneya Pravartamanasya Adya Brahmanaha Dvitiya Parardhe Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaivaswata Manvantare Kali Yuge प्रथमे पादे क्रौञ्चद्वीपे ऐन्द्रवर्षे रमणकखण्डे उत्तर अमेरिकायां भगवदालये भगवतु सन्निधौ अस्मिन् वर्तमान व्यावहारिका चान्द्रमानेन प्रभवादि षष्टि संवत्सराणां मध्ये श्री शुभकृत नाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे हिमवंत ऋतौ पुष्यमासे कृष्णपक्षे अद्य अमावास्यायां शुभतिथौ वासरः स्थिरवासरे शुभवासरे शुभनक्षत्रे शुभयोगे शुभकरणे एवं गुणा विशेषणा विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभतिथौ भगवतो भागवता आचार्य कैंकर्य रूपेण. All of you repeat your gotram name yourself. Repeat the sankalpam. अस्माकं मम सह कुटुंबानां क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजय अभय आयुः आरोग्य ऐश्वर्य अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्मार्थ काममोक्ष चतुर्विध फल पुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थम आध्यात्मिक आदिदैविक आदिभौतिक तापत्रय निवारण अर्थम मनः अभिलषिता कामना सिद्ध्यर्थम मम जन्म नक्षत्र जन्म राशि नाम नक्षत्र नाम राशि जन्मांश नामांश षड्बल गोचार वेद वशाच्च मम गृहे धनकनक वस्तुवाहन समृद्धि अर्थम मम व्यापारेषु व्यवहारेषु दिन दिन अभिवृद्धि सिद्ध्यर्थम मम कुमारस्य कुमार्याः अखंड विद्या आयुः सिद्ध्यर्थम संकल्पिता श्री रमा सहित सत्यनारायण स्वामिनः व्रत पूजा करिष्ये. If you drop the akshatas with water. व्रतपूजां करिष्ये तदंगा निर्विघ्नेन व्रजमाप्यर्थं श्री महागणाधिपति पूजां करिष्ये तदंगा कलशाराधनं करिष्ये. All of you keep your hands on the water bowl. कलशं गन्धपुष्पाक्षतैरभ्यर्च्य कलशस्य मुखे विष्णुः कंठे रुद्रसमाश्रितः मूले तत्र स्थितो ब्रह्मा मध्ये मातृगणाः स्मृताः कुक्षौ सागराः सर्वे सप्तद्वीपा वसुन्धरा ऋग्वेदो यजुर्वेदः सामवेदो पितर्वणः अङ्गैः सर्वे कलशामृतमाश्रिताः. ओमाकलशे सुधावति पवित्रे परिचित्यते उत्थैः यज्ञेषु वर्धते. All of you repeat. गंगे च यमुने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदे सिंधु कावेरी जलेस्मिन् सन्निधिं कुरु आयान्तु श्री रमा सहित सत्यनारायण पूजार्थं दुरितक्षय कारकाः कलशोदकेन सर्वाणि द्रव्याणि आत्मानं प्रोक्ष्य. ओम पुंडरीकाक्ष पुंडरीकाक्ष पुंडरीकाक्षाय नमः. All of you spring the water on the Lord Ganapati and puja items on your head. द्रव्याणि प्रोक्ष्य पुंडरीकाक्ष पुंडरीकाक्ष पुंडरीकाक्षाय नमः. निर्विघ्नेन समाप्यर्थं श्री महागणाधिपति पूजा करिष्ये. We are starting Ganesh Puja. All of you take some akshatas and pray to Lord Ganapati. Om Gananāntva Ganapatikum Havamahe Kavim Kavīnāmupamasravastamam Jyeshthārajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspada Ānashrinvannotibhih Sedasadanam. Om Tatpurushāya Vidmahe Vakratundāya Dhimahi Tanno Dantih Prachodayātu. All of you repeat. Om Shri Maha Ganādhipataye Namo Namaha. Om Ganeshaya Namaha. Dhyayami. Drop the akshadas. Lord's Ganapati. ओम श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः। ध्यायामि ध्यानं समर्पयामि। All of you repeat. ओम श्री महागणाधिपतये नमो नमः। आसनं समर्पयामि। Offer some akshatas. ओम महागणाधिपतये नमो नमः। हस्तयोः अर्घ्यं समर्पयामि। All of you offer some water. ओम all of you repeat. ओम श्री महागणाधिपतये नमो नमः। पादयोः पाद्यं समर्पयामि। ओम महागणाधिपतये नमो नमः। मुखे शुद्ध आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। ओम महागणाधिपतये नमो नमः। स्नानानन्तरं शुद्ध आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। Again, offer some water. All of you take some akshatas. ओम महागणाधिपतये नमो नमः। वस्त्रार्थम अक्षतान् समर्पयामि। ओम महागणाधिपतये नमो नमः। कुंकुमादि परिमल द्रव्याणि समर्पयामि। Offer some kumkuma. All of you take some akshatas. ओम सुमुखाय नमः। ओम एकदंताय नमः। ओम कपिलाय नमः। ओम गजकर्णिकाय नमः। ओम लंबोदराय नमः। ओम विकटाय नमः। ओम विघ्नराजाय नमः। ओम धूम्रकेतवे नमः। ओम गणाध्यक्षाय नमः। ओम फालचंद्राय नमः। ओम गजाननाय नमः। ओम वक्रतुंडाय नमः। ओम शूर्पकर्णाय नमः। ओम हेरंबाय नमः। ओम स्कंधपूर्वजाय नमः। ओम सर्वसिद्धि प्रदायकाय नमः। ओम कुमारगुरवे नमः। ओम श्री महागणाधिपतये नमो नमः। नानाविध परिमलपत्र पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। धूपमाघ्रापयामि। अलकुडु नमस्कारम। ओम मूर्धानंदिवो रसं प्रतिद्यावै स्वातंत्राजनानामासन्नाभात्रं जनयन्त देवाः उद्दीप्य स्वदात वेदो भक्तिं निरृतिं मम पशुगुष्टमक्षमावह जीवनं च दिशो दश धूपदीपानन्तरं शुद्ध आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। All of you offer some water. Please repeat. ओम महागणाधिपतये नमो नमः। कदली फल नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि। All of you take some one banana fruit. Offer to Lord Ganapati. Sprinkle the water on the fruit. प्रोक्ष्या परिशिष्या सत्यं द्वर्तेन परिशिञ्चामि। Offer the fruit. ओम प्लीज रिपीट. ओम प्राणाय स्वाहा। ओम अपानाय स्वाहा। ओम व्यानाय स्वाहा। ओम उदानाय स्वाहा। ओम समानाय स्वाहा। ओम ब्रह्मणे नमः। ओम महागणाधिपतये नमो नमः। तांबूलं सुवर्ण मंत्र पुष्प दक्षिणा समर्पयामि. Offer some akshatas. Please repeat. Om Mahaganadhipataye Namo Namaha Mangala Neerajanam Darshayami. All of you do namaskaram. Om Om Mahaganaadhipataye Namaha Neerajanantaram Shuddha Achamaniyam Samarpayami. Jai Bol Ganesh Maharaj Ki. Anaya Dhyana Vahana Shodhara Pujaya. All of you take some akshatas. Please repeat. Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Ganadhipa Yatpujitam Maya Deva Paripurnam Tadastute Anaya Dhyana Avahanadi Shodasha Upachara Pujanena Bhagavan Sarvatmakaha Sri Mahaganadhipati Supriyata. Offer the akshatas. All of you take akshatas from Mahaganapati. Drop your heads and your children's. Om Shatamanam Bhavati Jatayu Purajasatendriya Ayusyevendriye Pratitishthati. Om Sri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Supritaha Suprasannaha Varada Bhavantu. Jai Bol Ganesh Maharaj Ki. Om. All of you repeat. Om Shri Rama Sahita Satyanarayana Swamina Vrata Puja Karmani Navagraha Devata Panchaloka Palaka Devata Puja Karishye. Now we are starting Navagraha Puja. All of you take some akshatas. Om Agrishne Zavartamano Neveshayan Namritam Martyancha Hiranyayena Savitaradhena Devo Yati Bhuvana Vipashyanno. Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha Adhidevata Pratyadevata Sahita Madhye. All of you repeat. Om Suryaya Namaha Suryagraham Avahayami. Drop the akshatas. Lord's feet. Satyanarayana's photos. And take again. Om Apyayasya Samedade Vishwadasya Mavrishniyam Bhavavadasya Sangade. Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha Adhidevata Pratyadevata Sahita Suryagrahasya Agneya Dikbhage. All of you repeat. Om Chandraya Namaha Chandragraham Avahayami. Offer the akshatas and take again. Om Agnirmurdha Divah Kukutpadeh Pradhivya Ayam Apagum Retagum Sujinvati. Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha Adhidevata Pratyadevata Sahita Suryagrahasya Dakshinadikbhage. All of you repeat. Om Kujaya Namaha Kujagraham Avahayami. Offer the akshatas and take again. Om Utbudhyasvagne Pradagrihyena Mishtabhurte Sakum Sridha Mayancha Punah Kranvagvasva Vidaran Yuvana Manvatagumsi Tvaitantu Metam. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Adhidevata Pratyadevata Sahita Suryagrahasya Aishanyadikbhage. All of you repeat. Om Budhaya Namaha Budhagraham Avahayami. Offer the akshatas and take again. Om Brahaspade Adyadaryoraha Adhimatvibhadikrutamajjaneshu Yadhida Yatsavasarta Prajatata Dasmasu Dravinam Dehi Jitram. Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha Adhidevata Pratyadevata Sahita Suryagrahasya Uttaradikbhage. All of you repeat. Om Gurave Namaha Gurugraham Avahayami. Offer the akshatas and take again. Om Shukrante Anyat Ratante Anyat Visharupe Ahanityorivashi Vishwahi Maya Avarisdhavo Bhadrate Pushan Niharati Rastu ओम भूर्भुवस्सुवः आदिदेवता प्रतिदेवता सहिता सूर्यग्रहस्य प्राग्भागे अलग रिपीट ओम शुक्राय नमः शुक्रग्रहम् आवाहयामि offer dakshitas and take again ओम समग्निरग्निभिस्करच्छन्नस्तवतु सूर्यः संवातो वात्वरपा अभस्रिदः अलग रिपीट ओम शनैश्चराय नमः शनिग्रहम् आवाहयामि offer dakshitas and take again ओम कयानश्चित्र आभुवदोदी सधावृतस्सखा कयाशतिष्ठया वृता ओम भूर्भुवस्सुवः अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहिता सूर्यग्रहस्य नैऋत्यदिग्भागे अलग रिपीट ओम राहवे नमः राहुग्रहम् आवाहयामि टेक अगेन ओम केतं गृण्वन्न केतवेपेशो मर्या अवेशसे समुषद्भिरजायधाः ओम अलग रिपीट ओम केतवे नमः केतुग्रहम् आवाहयामि all of you do namaskaram and repeat the slokam आदित्याय च सोमाय मंगलाय बुधाय च गुरुशुक्र शनिभ्यश्च राहवे केतवे नमो नमः आदित्यादि नवग्रह देवताभ्यो नमो नमः अथा पंचलोक बालक पूजा करिष्ये we are starting पंचलोक बालक पूजा all of you take some akshatas ओम नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णु प्रचोदयात् all of you repeat ओम महाविष्णुं लोकपालकम् आवाहयामि offer the akshatas and take again ओम कद्रुद्राय प्रचेदसे मीहृतमाय दव्यसे वोचे मशुन्तमगुं हृदे all of you repeat ओम रुद्राय नमः रुद्रं लोकपालकम् आवाहयामि ओम गौरीमिमाय सलिलानि तक्षत्येकपदी द्विपदी सा चतुष्पदी अष्टापदी नवपदी बभूषि सहस्राक्षरा परमे व्योमन् रिपीट ओम गौर्यै नमः महागौरीं लोकपालकम् आवाहयामि टेक अगेन ओम गणानान्त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीना मुपमस्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पद आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीद सादनम् अलफ रिपीट ओम महागणपतये नमो नमः गणपतिं लोकपालकम् आवाहयामि टेक अगेन ओम इंद्रं वो विद्युदस्परिहवामहे जनेभ्यः अस्माकमस्तु केवलः अलफ रिपीट ओम इंद्राय नमः इंद्रं लोकपालकम् आवाहयामि ओम पंचलोक बालकाधिष्ठान देवताभ्यो नमो नमः we are starting Satyanarayana Puja. I'll have to take some akshatas and one flower. Please repeat the shlokam. Jitante Pundarikaksha Namaste Vishwabhavana Namaste Stu Rishikesha Mahapurusha Purvaja Lakshmi Narayanau Divyadampati जगतां पति शरण्यौ शरणं यामि सर्वा अभीष्ट फलप्रदौ श्री रमा सहित वीरवेंकट सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः. All of you pray to Lord Satyanarayana Swamy and offer the akshatas. रमा सहित सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः. all of you repeat ओम रमा सहित सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः. आसनं समर्पयामि. all of you offer some akshatas and take again. ओम रमा सहित सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः। सुवर्ण सिंहासनं समर्पयामि। Offer the akshatas. ओम श्री रमा सहिता वीरवेंकट सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः। श्री स्वामिने नमो नमः। षोडश उपचार पूजा समर्पयामि। Offer the akshatas. ओम रमा सहिता सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः। हस्तयोः अर्घ्यं समर्पयामि। All of you offer some water. Please repeat. ओम रमा सहिता सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः। पादयोः पाद्यं समर्पयामि। All of you again some water. रमा सहिता सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः। मुखे आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। Again offer some water. Please repeat. रमा सहिता सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः। पंचामृत स्नानं समर्पयामि। श्री रमा सहिता वीरवेंकट सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः। अभिषेक पंचामृत स्नानं समर्पयामि। गोविंदा बोल सत्यनारायण भगवान की। ओम श्री रमा श्री सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः। पंचामृत स्नानं समर्पयामि। ओम सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः। All of you do नमस्कारम, do the दर्शनम। ओम पवमानस्सु वर्जनः पवित्रेण विचर्षणिः यः पोता स पुनातु मा पुनन्तु मा देव जनाः पुनन्तु मनवोधिया पुनन्तु विश्व आयवः। गोविंदा बोल सत्यनारायण भगवान की। All of you repeat your inside. ओम नारायणाय नमः। ओम नारायणाय। ओम भवमानस्सु वर्जनः पवित्रेण विचर्षणिः यः पोता स पुनातु मा पुनन्तु मा देव जनाः पुनन्तु मनवोधिया पुनन्तु विश्व आयवः। चातवेदः पवित्रवतु पवित्रेण पुनाहि मा शुक्रेण देवदीद्यतु अग्ने क्रत्वा क्रतु गुम्रणु यत्ते पवित्रमर्चिषि अग्ने विदधमन्तरा ब्रह्मतेन पुनीमहे भाभ्यां देव सवितः पवित्रेण सवेन च इदं ब्रह्म पुनीमहे। वैश्वदेवी पुनति देव्यागातु यस्यै बह्वीस्तनुवो वीतपृष्टाः तया मदन्तः सधमाद्येषु वयग्गुस्यामपतयोरयीणां वैश्वानरो रश्मिभिर्मा पुनातु वातः प्राणेन शिरोमयो भूः द्यावा पृथिवी पयसा पयोभिः ऋतावरी यज्ञिये मा पुनीतां बृहद्भिः सवितस्त्रुभिः वरिशिष्ठैर्देवमन्मभिः अग्ने दक्षैः पुनाहि मा येन देवा अपुनत येनापो दिव्यङ्कषः तेन दिव्येन ब्रह्मणा इदं ब्रह्म पुनीमहे। यः पावमानीरध्येति ऋषिभिः संहृतगुं रसं सर्वगुं सपूतमश्नाति सुदितं मातरिश्वना पावमानीर्यो अध्येति ऋषिभिः संभृतगुं रसम् तस्मै सरस्वती दुहे क्षीरगुं सर्पिर्मधोदकम् पावमानी स्वस्त्ययनीः सुदुघा हि पयस्वतीः ऋषिभिः संभृतो रसः ब्राह्मणे स्वमृतगुं हितं येन देवाः पवित्रेण आत्मानं पुनते सदा तेन सहस्रधारेण पावमान्यः पुनन्तु मा प्राजापत्यं पवित्रं शतोऽद्यामगुं हिरण्मयं तेन ब्रह्मविदो वयं पूतं ब्रह्म पुनीमहे इन्द्रस्सु नीति सह मा पुनातु सोमः स्वस्त्या वरुणः समीच्या नमो राजा प्रमृणाभिः पुनातु मा जातवेद मोर्जयन्त्या पुनातु गोविन्द I'll have to repeat. Om Rama Sahita Satyanarayana Parabrahmane Namo Namaha Punaha Shuddhodaka Snanam Samarpayami Govinda Om Yena Deva Pavitrena Atmanam Punate Sada Tena Sahasradharena Pavamanyah Punantuma Rajapatyam Pavitram Shatodyamagam Hiranmayam Tena Brahma Vido Vayam Putam Brahma Punimahe Indrassu Niti Sahama Punatu Somaswastya Varunas Samichya Namo Raja Pramrunabhi Punatuma Jataveda Morjayantya Punatu Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryankaravavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति 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 बोल सत्यनारायण भगवान की ओम तत्संयोरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजम् शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शञ्चतुष्पदे ओम शांति शांति शांतिः ओम नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नमो ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि ओम शांति शांति शांतिः ओम तत्संयोरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शञ्चतुष्पदे ओम शांति शांति शांतिः ओम नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्त्वग्नये नमः पृथिव्यै नमो ओषधीभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे बृहते करोमि ओम शांति शांति शांतिः रमा सहित वीरवेंकट सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः गोविंदा All of you repeat. Om Rama Sahita Veeravenkata Satyanarayana Parabrahmane Namo Namaha Shuddha Achamaniyam Samarpayami. All of you offer some water. Om Rama Sahita Satyanarayana Parabrahmane Namo Namaha Divya Suvarna Kunkumam Samarpayami. All of you offer some kunkuma. Om Rama Sahita Veeravenkata Satyanarayana Parabrahmane Namo Namaha Divya Chandanam Samarpayami. Rama Sahita Veeravenkata Satyanarayana Parabrahmane Namo Namaha Archanam Samarpayami. Now we are starting Satyanarayana Swamy Ashtottara Puja. All of you repeat your inside Om Narayanaya Namaha. Do akshatas, flowers, whatever you have, you can do archana. Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Narayana Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Govindaya Namaha, Om Vishnave Namaha, Om Madhusudanaya Namaha, Om Trivikramaya Namaha, Om Vamanaya Namaha, Om Sridharaya Namaha, Om Srikeshaya Namaha, Om Padmanabhaya Namaha, Om Damodaraya Namaha, Om Narayanaya Namaha, Om Narayana Namaha, Om Sauraye Namaha, Om Chakrabanaye Namaha, Om Janardhanaya Namaha, Om Vasudevaya Namaha, Om Jagadyonaye Namaha, Om Vamanaya Namaha, Om ज्ञानपंजराय नमः ओम श्रीवल्लभाय नमः ओम जगन्नाथाय नमः ओम चतुर्मूर्तये नमः ओम व्योमकेशाय नमः ओम ऋषिकेशाय नमः ओम शंकराय नमः ओम गरुडध्वजाय नमः ओम नारसिंहाय नमः ओम महादेवाय नमः ओम स्वयंभुवे नमः ओम भुवनेश्वराय नमः ओम श्रीधराय नमः देवकीपुत्राय नमः पार्थसारथये नमः ओम अच्युताय नमः ओम शंखपाणये नमः ओम वरंज्योतिषे नमः ओम आत्मज्योतिषे नमः ओम अचंचलाय नमः ओम श्रीवत्सांकाय नमः मकलाधाराय नमः ओम सर्वलोकप्रभवे नमः ओम त्रिविक्रमाय नमः ओम त्रिधाम्ने नमः ओम करुणाकराय नमः ओम सर्वज्ञाय नमः ओम सर्वगाय नमः ओम सर्वस्मै नमः ओम सर्वेशाय नमः ओम सर्वसाक्षिकाय नमः ओम रये नमः ओम शार्ङ्गिने नमः ओम शेषालाय नमः ओम मलायुधाय नमः ओम सहस्रबाहवे नमः ओम अक्षराय नमः ओम क्षराय नमः ओम गजारिघ्नाय नमः ओम केशवाय नमः ओम केशिमर्दनाय नमः ओम केटभारये नमः ओम अविद्यारये नमः ओम कामदाय नमः ओम काकुत्साय नमः ओम खगवाहनाय नमः ओम नीलाम्बुदत्तये नमः ओम नित्याय नमः ओम नित्यतृप्ताय नमः ओम नित्यानन्दाय नमः ओम सुराध्यक्षाय नमः ओम निर्विकल्पाय नमः निरञ्जनाय नमः ओम ब्रह्मण्याय नमः ओम पृथिवीनाथाय नमः ओम वेदवासे नमः ओम गुहाश्रयाय नमः ओम वेदगर्भाय नमः ओम भवे नमः श्रीमते नमः ओम त्रैलोक्यभूषणाय नमः ओम विघ्नमूर्तये नमः ओम अमेयात्रे नमः ओम वरदाय नमः वासवानुजाय नमः ओम सनातनाय नमः भक्तप्रियाय नमः जगत्पूज्याय नमः ओम असुरांतकाय नमः ओम अनंताय नमः अनंतविक्रमाय नमः ओम मायाधाराय नमः ओम निष्कलंकाय नमः ओम निराभासाय नमः ओम निष्प्रपंचाय नमः ओम निरामयाय नमः ओम भक्तवश्याय नमः ओम महोदराय नमः ओम पुण्यकीर्तये नमः ओम पुरातनाय नमः ओम त्रिकालज्ञानाय नमः ओम विष्टरस्रवसे नमः ओम सहस्रसे नमः ओम चतुर्भुजाय नमः ओम all of you repeat ओम श्री रमा सहित सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः दिव्या सुवर्ण मंत्र पुष्पांजलिं समर्पयामि ततः लक्ष्मी अष्टोत्तर शतनामार्चनं करिष्ये. Now we are starting Lakshmi Archana. All of you repeat your inside Om Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Mahalakshmi Namaha. Do Archana. Om Prakrutye Namaha. All of you offer Kumkuma. Om Prakrutye Namaha. Om Vikrutye Namaha. Om Vidyaye Namaha. Om Sarvabhutaya Pradaye Namaha. Om Shraddhaye Namaha. Om विभूत्यै नमः ओम सरभ्यै नमः ओम परमात्मिकायै नमः ओम वाचे नमः ओम पद्मालयायै नमः ओम पद्मायै नमः ओम शुतये नमः ओम स्वाहायै नमः ओम सुधायै नमः ओम सुधायै नमः ओम धन्याय नमः ओम हिरण्मय्यै नमः ओम लक्ष्मी नमः ओम नित्यपुष्टाय नमः ओम भावर्यै नमः ओम अदित्यै नमः ओम दित्यै नमः ओम दीप्ताय नमः ओम वसुधाय नमः ओम वसुधारिण्यै नमः ओम कमलाय नमः ओम कान्ताय नमः ओम क्षमाय नमः ओम क्षीरोसम्भवाय नमः ओम किरावराय नमः ओम रुद्धाये नमः ओम नघाय नमः ओम हरिवल्लभाय नमः ओम अशोकाय नमः ओम अमृताय नमः दीप्ताय नमः लोकशोक विनाशिन्ये नमः धर्मनिलयाय नमः ओम करुणाय नमः ओम लोकमात्रे नमः पद्मप्रियाय नमः पद्महस्ताय नमः पद्माक्षे नमः पद्मसुन्दर्ये नमः पद्मोद्भवाय नमः पद्ममुख्ये नमः ओम पद्मनाभप्रियाय नमः ओम रमाय नमः पद्ममालाधराय नमः देव्ये नमः पद्मिन्ये नमः पद्मगन्धिन्ये नमः पद्मगन्धाय नमः ओम सुप्रसन्नाय नमः ओम प्रसादाभिमुख्ये नमः ओम प्रभाये नमः चन्द्रवदनाय नमः चन्द्राय नमः चन्द्रसहोदर्ये नमः चतुर्भुजाय नमः चन्द्ररूपाय नमः इन्द्राय नमः ओम इंदुशीतलाय नमः आह्लादरण्ये नमः पुष्टये नमः शिवाय नमः शुभकर्ये नमः सत्ये नमः विमलाय नमः विष्णुरण्ये नमः दुष्टये नमः दारिद्र्यनाशिन्ये नमः ओम प्रीतिपुष्करण्ये नमः ओम शान्ताय नमः शुक्लमाल्याम्राय नमः श्रिये नमः भास्कर्ये नमः विलुनलयाय नमः वरारोहाय नमः मितस्विन्ये नमः ओम वसुन्धराय नमः ओम उदाराङ्गाय नमः वरण्ये नमः ओम यममालिन्ये नमः ओम धनधान्यकर्ये नमः ओम सिद्धये नमः ओम ऋणसौम्याय नमः ओम शुभप्रदाय नमः नृपवेशमगदानन्दाय नमः लक्ष्मी नमः सुप्रदाय नमः शुभाय नमः हिरण्यप्राकाराय नमः समुद्रतनयाय नमः जयाय नमः ओम मंगलदेव्यै नमः ओम विष्णुवक्षस्थलस्थिताय नमः विष्णुपत्न्यै नमः प्रसन्नाक्षे नमः ओम नारायण समास्कृताय नमः दारिद्र्यध्वंसिन्ये नमः देव्यै नमः सर्वोपद्रवारिण्ये नमः ओम नवदुर्गाय नमः ओम महाकाल्यै नमः ओम ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकाय नमः ओम त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नाय नमः ओम भुवनेश्वर्यै नमः ओम श्री महालक्ष्मी नमः ओम श्री भूदेव्यै नमः ओम श्री नीलादेव्यै नमः ओम श्री गोदादेव्यै नमः ओम श्री अनन्ताय नमः ओम श्री गरुडाय नमः. All of you repeat Om समस्त परिवाराय सर्वदिव्या मंगला विग्रहाय श्री रमा सहित सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः. All of you offer akshatas. Om. All of you repeat. Om Satyanarayana Parabrahmane Namo Namaha. Dhupam Samarpayami. Om Urdhanand All of you repeat. Om Rama Sahita Veeravenkata Satyanarayana Parabrahmane Namo Namaha. Madhura Prasadam Nivedayami. Even bought the prasadam from your home? Yeah, please put here. All of you open your prasadam container. All of you repeat. Om Rama Sahita Satyanarayana Parabrahmane Namo Namaha. Maha Naivedyam Samarpayami. Prokya Paritya All of you do Naivedyam. Om Pranaya Swaha. Om Apanaya Swaha. Om Vyanaya Swaha. Om Udanaya Swaha. Om Samanaya Swaha. Om Brahmane Namaha. All of you repeat. Madhye Madhye Paniyam Samarpayami. All of you offer some water. Uttara Boshanam Samarpayami. Hastau Prakshalayami. Offer some water. Padau Prakshalayami. All of you take some akshatas. Rama Sahita Satyanarayana Parabrahmane Namo Namaha. Tambulam Samarpayami. Offer the akshatas. Mangala Nirajanam Darshayami. All of you take some akshatas and please stand up. Om Mano Yugumte Jadave Yoga Srinivasaya Mangalam Govinda. बोल सत्यनारायण भगवान की. ओम दद्विष्णो परमं पदकं सदा पश्यन्ति सूरयः दिवेव चक्षुरादतं दद्विप्रासो विपन्यवो जागृवान् सस्समिन्धते विष्णोर्यत्पारमं पदं पर्याप्य अनन्तरायाय सर्वस्तोमोतिरात्रमुत्तममहर्भवति सर्वस्याप्ते सर्वस्यरित्ये सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वं जयति. ओम योपां पुष्पं वेद पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति चन्द्रमा वा अपां पुष्पम् पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति अग्निर्वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति वायुर्वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति असो वै तपन्नपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति चन्द्रमा वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति नक्षत्राणि वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति पर्जन्यो वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति संवत्सरो वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योऽप्सुनावं प्रतिष्ठितां वेद प्रत्येव तिष्ठति राजाधिराजाय प्रसह्यजायिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यं कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः. All of you do 3 Atma Pradakshinam. यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मान्तरकृतानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणपदे पदे पापोऽहं पापकर्माहं पापात्मा पापसम्भवः त्राहि मां कृपया देव शरणागतवत्सल अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्षो जनार्दन. All of you repeat ओम श्री रमा सहित सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः सुवर्ण मंत्र पुष्पम समर्पयामि. Offer the akshatas. All of you do साष्टांग नमस्कारम. पुरसा शिरसा दृष्ट्या मनसा वचसा तथा पद्भ्यां कराभ्यां कर्णाभ्यां प्रणामोष्टांगमुच्यते साष्टांग नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि. जय बोल सत्यनारायण भगवान की. All of you please sit down. All of you take some akshatas. Please repeat. Shri Rama Sahita Veeravenkata Satyanarayana Parabrahmane Namo Namaha Atha Vratakadha Prarambhaha. We are starting Satyanarayana story. All of you keep the akshatas and listen the story. ओम एकदा नैमिषारण्ये रजस्सौनकादयः प्रवृत्तं सूतं पौराणिकं खलु रमासहित सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः. Chapter 1. Shaunaka and 88,000 other rishis assembled at the forest of Naimisharanya and asked Maharshi Suta, the narrator of the Purana, O Maharshi, please tell us how mankind can attain salvation. Maharshi Suta answered, even Narada Muni had asked Lord Vishnu, the consort of Lakshmi, the same question. Let me repeat what Lord Vishnu told Narada. Please listen carefully. Narada, during one of his regular journeys to various worlds, came to the earth. There he saw people suffering as a result of their past deeds. To remove their suffering and offer salvation, Narada travelled to Vishnuloka and found Lord Vishnu adorned with Shankha, Chakra, Gada and lotus in his 4 hands and a garland around his neck. Narada spoke humbly, O Supreme Lord, the Savior of the destitute and the troubled, I surrender at thy feet. Lord Vishnu greeted him and asked, tell me what you want and I will fulfill your wishes. Narada replied, O Bhagavan, people on earth are suffering in many ways as a result of their past sinful deeds. Please bestow thy grace and reveal to me as to how they can be helped. Lord Vishnu replied, mankind can rid itself of all its sorrows by performing a puja called Satyanarayana Puja. This puja, when performed according to religious rites, it will bring happiness, peace of mind and wealth in his life and salvation beyond. On hearing this, Narada was filled with joy and addressed Lord Vishnu, O Lord, in your infinity grace, please tell me the details of the puja that you have just mentioned, how and when to perform it, and who has performed it before. Lord Vishnu answered, this puja can be performed on a full moon day. One must invite his friends and relatives and perform the puja with devotion, offering fruits, ghee, milk, curd, butter, wheat flour, sugar, and honey to God. After the puja is completed, he must read the story of Lord Satyanarayana and then distribute the prasadam to everyone. The puja thus performed will bring fulfillment of one's wishes, particularly in the Kali Yuga. This puja can bring contentment. Bol Satyanarayana Bhagavani ki. All of you offer the akshatas and take again. Chapter 2. Maharshi Suta continued, addressing the assembled rishis. O rishis, I will now tell you who have all observed the Satyanarayana Vrata in the past. Once there lived a poor Brahmin in the beautiful city of Kashi, plagued by acute hunger. He used to wander about about in search of food. Lord Vishnu took the form of an old man, appeared before the poor Brahmin and asked, friend, why are you wandering aimlessly? The Brahmin replied, sir, I am a very poor man, unable to bear the pangs of hunger. I beg for alms, sir. If you know a way out of this misery, please tell me. Lord Satyanarayana, Lord Vishnu Lord Vishnu, who was in the use of an old man, replied, O Brahmin, Lord Satyanarayana grants the wishes of all his devotees and remove their sorrows. So you should perform his puja and reap its benefits. Lord Vishnu then explained the details of the Satyanarayana Vrata to the Brahmin and disappeared. The poor Brahmin resolved to perform the puja after a sleepless night. He got up early in the morning and went to beg for alms. His mind fixed only one thing, namely the puja. That day he got lot of money with which he bought fruits, milk, curd, and honey, and performed the puja with his friends and relatives. Lord Satyanarayana's grace, he shed his poverty and lived a contented life. Every month on full moon day, he performed the puja and finally attained moksha, salvation. Maharishi Suta continued. One day, when this Brahmin from Kashi was observing Satyanarayana Vrata, a woodcutter entered his house and asked for water. Seeing the Brahmin perform the puja, the woodcutter inquired about the puja. The Brahmin, who had been bestowed with Lord Vishnu's grace, spoke. This is called Satyanarayana Vrata. One who observes the Vrata will be blessed by the Lord. I myself have been bestowed with the wealth. The woodcutter was delighted to hear this. He learned the proper way to perform the puja, ate the prasadam that was offered, and went his way. With Lord Satyanarayana in his mind, the woodcutter resolved that he would observe the vrata with whatever he was going to earn by selling firewood that day. He, he went to that part of city where rich people lived, sold the firewood and made twice the normal profit. Pleased with his luck, the woodcutter bought bananas, sugar, ghee, milk, curd, honey, and wheat flour, and performed the Satyanarayana puja with his friends and relatives. By Lord Satyanarayana's grace, he too acquired enough wealth, lived comfortably, and finally attained moksha. Bol Satyanarayana Bhagavani ki. All of you offer the akshatas. Take again. Chapter 3. Maharshi Suta continued, O best of ascetics, I will now tell you the story further. In the olden days, there lived a wise king by the name Ulkamukha. He had mastered all his sense and always spoke truth. He used to go to the temple every day and offer gifts to the Brahmins. His faced Lotus wife was a pure and pious woman. One day, the royal couple was performing Satyanarayana Puja at the banks of the river Bhadrashila. At the time, a merchant called Sadhu sailed by. Seeing the king perform some puja, Sadhu stopped his boat and got off and addressed the king humbly. O king, would you kindly tell me what you are doing with such devotion and concentration? The king replied, O Sadhu, I have no children. In order that I may be blessed with children, I am worshipping the Lord Almighty Satyanarayana. Satyanarayana. O hearing this, Sadhu spoke humbly. O king, please tell me how to perform the puja. I would like to observe the vrata, as I too have no children. The king told him all the details. Sadhu returned to home and with great joy told his wife that they told his wife that they should perform Satyanarayana Puja, which will fulfill their desire to have children. He then resolved to perform the puja after the child was born. By the divine grace, Sadhu's wife Leelavati soon conceived and 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 in due course gave the birth to a beautiful girl who was named Kalavati. One day, Leelavati reminded her husband of his promise to perform Satyanarayana Puja. Sadhu told his wife that he would do the puja at the time of his daughter's wedding and got busy with his work. In the meantime, Kalavati grew up and blossomed into a lovely girl. Sadhu sent out messengers to find a suitable bridegroom for his daughter. One of his messengers found a good-natured and handsome boy in a Vaishya's family from Kanchannagar. Sadhu found the boy to be a suitable match for his daughter and celebrated her marriage with great pomp and show. But Sadhu completely forgot about the Satyanarayana Puja, and the Lord placed a curse on Sadhu. Then one day, Sadhu went a business trip with his son-in-law. He stopped bo- he stopped to he stopped to trade at Ratnapur, which was ruled by King Chandraketu. During the time he was in Ratnapur, some thieves robbed the king's treasury and were running away. The king's soldiers followed them in hot pursuit. The frightened thieves threw all the things they had robbed near Sadhu and his son-in-law and escaped. Finding the kings of finding the things of king's treasures near Sadhu and his son-in-law, the king's soldiers thought that they were the thieves. They were the real thieves, arrested them and brought them before the king. The king ordered them to be chained and thrown into the prison. Because Lord's Maya, nobody even listened to what Sadhu had to say in his defense. King Chandraketu also conflicted all their merchandise. Lord Satyanarayana's curse did not spare even Sadhu's wife. Some robbers broke into her house and Lilavati lost everything. One day, Kalavati was very hungry and went out of the house. She wandered here and there and stopped at a house where Satyanarayana Puja was being performed. She stayed at the place till the puja was finished and ate the prasadam that was offered. When she reached home, it was very late in the night. Lilavati asked her where she had been. Kalavati told her mother that she was listening to Satyanarayana Katha in somebody's house. Lilavati at once reminded her husband's promise to perform the puja and resolved to observe the Satyanarayana Vrata herself. She collected all her relatives and friends, prayed to Lord Satyanarayana to forgive their sins. Lord Satyanarayana was pleased with Leelavati's prayers. He appeared before King Chandraketu and in his dreams and told him to appear before King Chandraketu, him to release the two merchants from prison as they were not the real thieves. If the king failed to do so, Lord Satyanarayana warned the warned that his kingdom, wealth, and children would all disappear. Next morning, the king told his counselors about his dream and ordered Sadhu and his son-in-law to be released and brought before him. The latter were frightened and stood before the king with bowed heads. The king talked to them gently and said, "You too have suffered greatly because of your fate, but now there is nothing to fear." The king returned their merchandise, gave them new clothes and gifts, and bade them goodbye. Bol Satyanarayana Bhagavani ki. Offer the akshatas and take again. Chapter 4. Sadhu and his son-in-law loaded their boat with the riches given to them by the king and sailed homewards. Lord Satyanarayana wanted to test Sadhu further. He took the form of an ascetic with trident head, appeared before Sadhu and asked him what he was carrying in his boat. Without realizing that the was ascetic was indeed Lord Satyanarayana in disguise. Sadhu laughed mockingly and said, "Brahmin, were you thinking of stealing my things? We do not have any valuable in the boat except leaves and creeper plants." Whereupon Lord Satyanarayana replied, "O Sadhu, so be it." The god then departed in the great haste and stood by the seashore. When Sadhu went into the went into his boat, he discovered to his horror that the boat was filled with leaves and creeper plants, just as he had fiercely told the ascetic. Sadhu stood at the sight, but was reviewed by his son-in-law, who spoke, this must be this must be the curse of the ascetic. He must be a stick. Let us go him and ask for his forgiveness. The two merchants went to the seashore where the ascetic was meditating. They fell at his feet and repeatedly begged for his forgiveness. Blessed by Sadhu's devotion, the Lord said, "Sadhu, do not weep. You suffer because you have broken your promise time and again." One hearing this, Sadhu prayed to God, "O Lord, even Brahma and other devas drowned in your Maya cannot be compared to your various forms completely. How can I, with my limited ability, compared to your various forms? I pray according to my limited knowledge. Please show me your true form and bless me." Upon hearing this, God was pleased and granted his wishes, restoring his merchandise in the boat, and disappeared. The two merchants then joyfully sailed homewards. On reaching their hometown, they sent a messengers to their wives and to inform them their safe arrival. At the time, Lilavati and Kalavati were performing Satyanarayana Puja. Lilavati quickly finished the puja and asked her daughter to do so. She then hurried to the seashore to meet her husband Kalavati. In her energies to meet her husband, forgot to eat the prasad and rushed the seashore. This action of her guide, Lord Satyanarayana, he caused the boat and her husband to drown in the sea. Not finding her husband, Kalavati started weeping. All were wonderstruck and frightened. Sadhu was at a loss to know that announced to everybody that he would perform Satyanarayana Puja and prayed to Lord Satyanarayana again and again. At this Lord Satyanarayana, the savior of the sinners, was very pleased, has to see her husband and made him and the boat disappear. Let her go home and take the prasad and return. On hearing this, Kalavati rushed home and ate the prasad. When she returned to the seashore, she found to her joy and her husband and the boat. Then Sadhu returned to home happily with his relatives, performed Satyanarayana Puja, on every full moon day. With God's grace, he enjoyed all the comforts in this world and finally attained salvation. Paul Satyanarayana Bhagavani ki. Offer the akshatas and take again. Chapter 5. Maharshi Suta continued. Once there was king called Tungadhvaja who underwent lot of misery because he refused the Satyanarayana prasadam. One day, one day after hunting, he was resting under a tree. Cowherds were happily performing Satyanarayana Puja nearby. The king in vanity refused the prasad. They offered, they offered. When he reached his place, he found that his kingdom, all his sons, his wealth, and everything had disappeared. Then occurred to him that Lord Satyanarayana was probably angry with him. He went back to the cowherds, presented himself before Lord Satyanarayana and performed the puja with great devotion. The Lord showed his blessings, and the king regained everything he had. Lord, earlier he lived happily and reached Vaikuntha after his death. Maharishi Suta said, O holy man, I have narrated to you the Satyanarayana Katha, which was originally told by Lord Vishnu, Lord Vishnu to Narada Muni. By observing this vrata, mankind can attain salvation in this Kali Yuga. Observance of the vrata can lead to gratification of one's wishes. Thus ended the narration of Maharishi Suta, after which Shaunaka and other rishis returned to their respective places. Bol Satyanarayana Bhagavani ki. All of you offer the akshatas. Please stand up. Now Mahaharati. ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगन्नाथ हरे भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे जो ध्यावे बल पावे दुख बिना से मन का स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का माता पिता तुम मेरे शरण गहमो किसकी स्वामी शरण गहमो किसकी तुम बिना और न दूजा प्रभु बिना और न दूजा साहस करो मैं जिसकी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी हरे तुम करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करता स्वामी तुम पालन करता मही मोरक घल कामी मई सेवक तुम स्वामी कृपा करो भरता तुम जय जगदीश हरे तुम हो एक अगोचर सबके प्राणपति स्वामी सबके प्राणपति किसी विधि मिलो दयामय किसी विधि मिलो दयामय तुमको मई कुमति ओम जय जगदीश दीन बंध दुख हरता तुम ठाकुर मेरे स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे अपने हाथ उठावो अपने प्रेम बढ़ावो बाहर पड़ा तेरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटावो पाप हरो देवा स्वामी कष्ट हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ावो श्रद्धा प्रेम बढ़ावो संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हर तन मन धन सब कुछ है तेरा स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा तेरा तुझको अर्पण तेरा तुझको अर्पण क्या लागे मेरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगन्नाथ हरे भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम ओम जय जगदीश हरे
Dear devotees, we are concluding this evening live telecast right now. We will get back to you tomorrow 10:30. Sri Mahaganapati Abhishekam. Please all of you keep watching and seek blessings from Sri Venkateswara Swamy, Sri Shankaranarayana Swamy, Sri Satyanarayana Swamy. धन्यवादाः सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु.